It's a quiet evening in Seabrook, Texas. The clock is ticking, and the streets are empty. A police officer patrolling the area notices a vehicle moving fast, 68 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. A small mistake? Maybe. But as the officer pulls the car over, something about the driver doesn't sit right. Her car is weaving between lanes, her movements are erratic. Could she be in more trouble than just speeding?
Hi, how's it going? How are you? The reason for our contact now is you're going 68 in a 45-mile-per-hour speed limit. You also failed to maintain your single marked lane. You were sort of swerving in and out of the lane there. Is there any reason for that? No? Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Uber Eats. I deliver for Uber Eats.
You deliver for Uber Eats?
Sometimes, can I lower my window?
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes I get a little overwhelmed about like delivering to apartment complexes because I can never find the apartment complex number.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was just in a hurry.
Okay.
I live right behind Kroger.
Right behind Kroger? Okay. Do you have your ID on you? Your driver's license?
Would you like me to get it?
Yeah, do you mind?
No.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You have your insurance on you? Your proof of financial responsibility?
I have it on my phone.
You have it on your phone? Do you mind if I see it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like it. Sorry, it's a lot.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, it's coming. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
All right. Have you had anything to eat or anything to drink?
I took a shot before I left my house.
As the officer approaches, the driver rolls down her window. She's quick to admit she was speeding, but then, in a moment of vulnerability, she drops a bombshell. "I've been drinking." She tells the officer she's an Uber Eats driver, trying to deliver food but getting overwhelmed by the apartment complexes. She says she's just trying to get home, but there's more, much more, going on beneath the surface. The officer's instincts are sharp. He doesn't just take her word for it. Instead, he starts to ask more questions, questions that will soon uncover the truth. What happens next will leave you questioning how close this driver really was to disaster.
Just one shot? Shot of what?
Like, it was like watermelon flavored vodka.
Oh, okay. You said you just had one shot? Was it filled to the brim or?
No.
No?
No. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now, like emotionally.
Right.
And if you just give me one moment, I can find it. Okay?
Do you mind stepping out of the vehicle for me?
No, I don't mind. However, like, I don't feel like you have a reason to search it, but you can.
Oh, are you giving me permission to search it?
I mean, I don't feel like you need to.
Do you mind if we do a couple tests just to make sure that you're okay to drive?
Yes.
Okay. I'll believe you when you said you just had one shot, all right? So we're just making sure you're okay to drive. Okay?
Now, the officer asks her to step out of the car. She agrees, but as soon as she's on her feet, the struggle begins. The first test, a simple walk and turn, becomes a challenge. She stumbles, she sways, her balance is off. The officer's eyes narrow. There's no mistaking it now. Something is very wrong. She admits to having had more than just one drink, a shot of watermelon-flavored alcohol, a small mixed drink. But is that really all? The officer suspects more. He knows what impaired driving looks like. Her words, her actions, they don't add up.
Okay. Do you see this green light right here? You can? Okay. You don't have any trouble seeing that light at all?
No.
No, it's not hindering your eyesight or anything like that? No? Okay. The wind, it's a little windy out here. Is that wind okay?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't feel off balance because of it? No? Okay. So your feet are going to be together, your arms are going to be down by your side. You're okay. All right. So with that, okay, you're just going to be looking at this light right here and you're not going to move your head, okay? Are you able to do that? All right, try not to move your head, okay? Appreciate that, all right?
Yes.
Okay, so how much have you had?
Like a shot.
Just a shot?
Yeah, and
okay.
you know the little Sutter Homes little 4-pack of wine, little tiny.
Oh, okay, those little 4-packs.
Yeah.
You've had some of those?
Just one. No, only one little.
Is that the shot that you're referring to?
No.
Okay, you've had a shot plus one of those things?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that illegal?
If you're just hanging out at your house, then it's perfectly fine. But if it becomes to the point to where you're intoxicated and you're unable to operate a motor vehicle, and you're using that, and you're operating that motor vehicle in the public roadway, then it becomes sort of an issue, you know. So with that, I think you've had a little bit more than what you're trying to tell me. Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, that's fine.
Maybe I'm just like weak in that aspect, you know. Maybe I just can't handle.
Like your tolerance, maybe.
Exactly.
Okay.
But
so with
I
that,
think that I'm just like right, like 2 seconds from my house. Like,
the other portion, pretty much what we're going to ask you to do is just walk on a straight line. Would you agree that this is a pretty leveled area?
I would say so.
Yeah, it's pretty level.
I would say so.
So this white line right here,
Yes.
this parking stripe, would you be able to follow that?
Like one foot in front of the other?
Yeah, would you be
Yes.
able to?
Like,
Just how I am right now.
to follow you to where you're at?
No. So get in the starting position like I'm at. You're going to be taking 9 heel-to-toe steps consecutively.
9?
Yes, ma'am. 9 heel-to-toe steps. Once you get to your 9th step, okay, I want you to take a series of smaller steps so that you can turn around and do a 180, so that way you can go completely
Go to
backwards.
the back. Again, that way and this way.
Yeah, so 9 steps this way and then 9 steps over here, okay? Ready? Are you ready?
Okay, yes.
Do you understand the instructions?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, you may begin.
You said 9 that way,
Yes.
turn around, 9 this way.
Yes.
Okay,
All right, try not to use that vehicle for balance, okay? Remember to keep your arms down by your sides so you're not using them for balance, okay? All right, good
Can I do it
job.
one more time?
Okay, I want you to raise that leg approximately 6 inches above the ground. You're going to keep your foot parallel to the ground, okay? As much as you can. Close to about 6 inches, okay? About half a foot. No, you're all right. So about half a foot, okay?
So I put my leg out.
Yes, you're going to be putting your leg out.
1001.
Yes, ma'am. So with that, you're just going to keep it about 6 inches above the ground, okay? It's about half a
Above the
foot.
ground.
Yes, ma'am. But parallel to the ground. Would you be able to do that?
I was trying my very best.
Do you understand the instructions?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Half an inch off the ground.
6 inches above the ground.
6 inches. Which
Yeah.
is half a foot. You said above 6 inches off the ground.
Yes.
For as long as you tell me to stop.
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure you remember to count, okay?
Out loud?
Yeah.
6, 7.
The officer's suspicions are confirmed when the breathalyzer results come back. 0.126%. That's well above the legal limit of 0.08%. She's drunk. She's far from sober. But even then, the driver still protests, trying to convince herself and the officer that she's fine to drive. But the test doesn't lie. The officer doesn't hesitate. She's placed under arrest for driving while intoxicated. As she's cuffed, she still can't believe what's happening. She begs for a citation instead. But the law is clear, and the officer's duty is to protect the public. There's no turning back now.
All right, you're all set. I really appreciate that. Okay. So with that, all right. So I think I've seen enough. So do you mind turning around for me?
I'm arrested?
Yes, ma'am.
For what?
For driving while intoxicated.
So I did not pass the test?
No, ma'am. You've shown multiple signs of intoxication during this process. All right. There you go.
What is going on right now?
So right now you're in custody for driving while intoxicated.
On what?
Okay.
So I did not just... I'm pretty sure I just walked in a straight line for you.
Yeah, there's multiple signs of intoxication.
And what else?
There's multiple signs of
Like what?
intoxication. All right, I'm not going to have court with you
you don't have
right
a right
now.
to search my car. Because
You're in custody, ma'am?
for what? You startled me when you pulled me over. So I'm just still trying to
Okay, you
understand
sort of
what's
startled me whenever you're driving 68 in the 45-mile-per-hour speed limit.
going on. And I apologize. And why can't you just
Okay.
give me a citation? Like, I live right
Well, because
behind
you're
Kroger.
intoxicated. Oh, gosh.
As the officer searches her vehicle, another surprise awaits: marijuana. But here's the twist. The officer decides to make a rare call. Instead of charging her, he chooses to submit the marijuana for destruction. Why? Because in that moment, the focus remains on one thing: the danger of an impaired driver on the road. Behind the handcuffs, the driver's emotions spill out. She talks about her struggles, her faith, her past, but none of that changes the outcome. She's still under arrest, she's still intoxicated, and she's still a danger to herself and others on the road.
Okay, so we have all your stuff here. We got your purse. You got your marijuana here. All right.
You can go ahead and charge me with that, like I know you're going to.
No, ma'am. So I've already discussed it with my partner.
Give me a break, man. I'm trying.
I am giving you a break. I'm not towing your vehicle. I'm leaving it right there.
So what? What else?
I'm also not going to charge you with the marijuana. I'm just going to submit it for destruction, okay?
So you're going to take it?
Submit it for destruction? Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Take it.
Submit it for destruction.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
64, I'm out of the jail. Any mileage 63773, 63773.
2045.
All right.
So
I'm gonna unbuckle this real quick.
If I get released tonight, do I get released from this area right here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I can walk home.
All right. You step right over there. You're gonna walk up that ramp, okay? All right. Let me unlock this door for you.
Yes.
Right in there. You're gonna stop. You're gonna step right there in that square. The what?
The magistrate.
The what?
The magistrate.
The magistrate? What is that?
MAGIRSTAT.
The judge, like the magistrate?
The magistrate.
The magistrate?
Yeah, the magistrate.
The magistrate?
You don't know how to talk. Magistrate.
Well,
that's how it's supposed to say.
I'm bilingual, so it's hard for me to pronounce. Yeah.
No, you're just.
No,
It's
okay.
magistrate, okay?
Magistrate.
Yes.
Okay.
So where's that at?
So he's
So what
probably
is
at
this,
home.
and where is your accountability? Because I don't trust you.
Okay, so this is the intox room, okay?
Is it?
So
Box?
yeah. So when you're arrested for a specific charge, like DWI and stuff like that, you get put in this room, and then we're gonna ask you a couple questions, and then from there we're gonna read something to you, and then from there we're gonna ask you a couple more questions, okay?
And then what?
And then from there that we continue with the process.
What is the process?
The process of being arrested for DWI.
Okay, so one thing is, I know for a fact that I have a right to a phone call,
You do?
and I need that.
Yeah. Eventually. Yes, ma'am.
Eventually.
Yes. Yes.
And when is that?
So once we're done with the process, like I explained to you in the vehicle,
I need to know, like, when's the process starting?
it started ever since you were arrested. Yes, ma'am.
So when am I gonna? So I'm supposed to stay in this room.
So
until-
stay in that square right
I'm
there.
supposed to stay in this square for
Yes.
however many hours you tell me to.
No, just this process. So go ahead, stand right there in the
But
square.
the process is not hours.
Okay, so I'm gonna start whether or not you're ready for it.
I'm just
Okay.
asking. I'm trying to understand. Is it hours, minutes?
So it's all up to you. It really is. It's all
I'll
up to you.
stand right here. Let's
Okay.
go.
Do you mind
Alright.
facing me? Do you mind facing me?
I've been through so much worse. You have no clue.
Okay.
This motherfucking hostage, prostitute, drug addict,
Okay,
all that shit.
so with
And
this-
guess what? I overcame that because I believe in Jesus.
Yes, ma'am. Jesus.
And he.
So
he
I'm gonna read you.
redeemed
I'm gonna
me.
read you your rights. Okay, this is the movie thing. All right, this is
The
what we have to
movie
do.
thing.
Right. So you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand your rights as I have explained them to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, are you willing to answer my questions now?
I really have a question.
Yeah, I've got a couple questions. Yes, ma'am. So I'm gonna.
As she's read her rights, the tension doesn't ease. She's asked for a breath sample, but she hesitates, yet agrees to blow into the machine. Will the result confirm what the officer already knew, or will there be a surprise? It's a moment that could determine everything.
So I'm gonna give this to you. Okay, it's an exact and true copy, same as one as I have. All right, this is what's called the DIC 24. All right, this is a statutory warning. All right, so you are. I'm gonna read this to you. Okay, just try and follow along. Okay. So you are under arrest for an offense arising out of acts alleged to have been committed while you were operating a motor vehicle in a public place or a watercraft while intoxicated. I am now requesting a specimen of your breath.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
That-
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like slightly tipsy, like slightly.
Okay.
Far from drunk, far from like intoxicated.
Okay.
But yeah, I was barely feeling it while like literally 30 seconds from my house.
Right. No, I understand. Okay.
So therefore, you can give me a breathalyzer.
All right, but it is your voluntary consent that you are, willing to provide a specimen of your breath.
Yes, I am.
You are?
Because I'm gonna get out of here. Because I know I'm innocent.
Okay. Well, with that,
Because I know that-
it'll help you in that aspect if you believe that. Okay.
Come on now. I mean,
All right.
you have a lot more bigger things to worry about than this. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You do. So you need to get out
Thank
of
you
here.
very much.
Let's just get it out of the way. Let's go on.
Okay.
I was
So-
30 seconds from home. You could be catching a killer right now, honey.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
you're worried about me, come on.
If you're able to rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being stone cold sober and 10 being the drunkest you've ever been, you're out, blacked out in a ditch somewhere, what would you rate yourself?
4.
A 4? What type of alcohol was it?
You know what? I take it back. That was last night. I had a drink. I had no shot today. I had a drink, and it was about that much of watermelon vodka with about that much of Sprite with a splash of pineapple juice and a garnish of pineapple.
Okay.
You know? I'm a bartender. I know how to
So
make
you know how to
my
make drinks and all that?
Yes.
Okay.
I work in Berlin, okay?
Okay.
That little tiny drink did nothing to me.
Right. Okay.
I did have a little drink with about this much watermelon vodka
Yes, ma'am.
with the rest Sprite with a splash of pineapple juice with a pineapple wedge.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you know, I'm a bartender.
Okay.
So I know what I'm doing.
Right.
Do you think that I have to pee and I'm so thirsty?
Yeah, we can let you go to the restroom. So with that, if you introduce anything into your mouth, you can't eat or drink anything right now. So if you introduce anything,
I just have cotton mouth from like I'm
no, I understand. But if you do anything, it's gonna mess up your
the levels.
yeah, it's gonna mess up your levels.
That's fine.
So what I want to do is I want to
Exactly.
give you the fairest test that I can possibly give you. So with that, do you mind opening your mouth? I'm just gonna check real quick. Do you mind closing your eyes? I don't want to blind you or anything. Don't introduce anything in your mouth. Try not to burp, belch, cough. Try not to throw up. Stuff like that. I don't want you to reintroduce anything back into your mouth.
Or do you want to just try to keep all that alcohol containment in there so you can get your
No,
quota?
so there it's actually
Which
been,
one
it's-
is it? 'Cause
so
I'm very
let
smart
me
now.
walk you through it. Yes.
Very smart.
Let
My
me-
father is a
So
police
let me
officer,
walk
I
you
already
through
know
it.
all about all
So
this.
let me walk you
So
through
you
it.
can try to play me if you want to.
I'm not
I
trying to
already
play you at
know.
all. This is actually
All
for
right,
your
and I'm gonna
benefit.
see you again.
So
And it's
if
gonna be at a good level.
do you mind
it's
letting me
gonna be
speak?
at a positive level.
Do you mind letting
and
me
you're
speak?
gonna be like, wow, that was you. So
Okay,
yeah,
so with
is
this,
just- it's
if
a
you
new year,
if
and
you
I have a
burp
f***ing New Year, so what?
can you stop for a little bit? Just look at me,
Because you
okay?
could have let me go because you don't know what the f*** I'm
Just
going
hold on
through.
for a
That's
little
wrong
bit.
as f***. I was
Hold on.
30
Let
seconds
me
away from
set
my-
up the timer, okay? Let's start with that, okay? Little by little,
What
okay?
timer? What's the timer?
For 15 minutes.
Thank you for keeping me company, though.
I
Because
appreciate
I
it.
would
No
be
problem.
very sad in this room by myself.
So right here, if you can give me a signature, just acknowledging that you have given consent to give breath, okay?
Yes. Has this happened before where the people pass and they leave?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
What's gonna happen
He's
then
actually had
tonight?
one.
Yeah, I had one a couple months ago.
You've never had one?
No.
This is gonna be your first.
Yeah? Let's hope so. So this right here, this is my machine, okay?
Okay.
It's my instrument. If you just want to take a seat,
Okay.
all right? You're just going to be focusing your mouth against the end part, and then you're going to be blowing on it, okay?
Alright.
So I'm going to have it on the bag still, right? So I'm going to insert it right here, okay? Do you mind standing up for me? All right. Okay, here we go.
The breathalyzer result is final, 0.126%, well above the legal limit. There's no escaping the reality now. The driver was drunk, and she was on the road, just seconds from her home, but in a state that could have led to disaster. The officer remains calm, but inside, he knows just how dangerous this situation could have been. So, what happens next? The driver is taken into custody, processed, and the legal proceedings begin. But it's a sobering reminder. Even a few drinks can turn a simple drive home into a life-changing event. One bad decision could have made the difference between a routine stop and something far worse.
Blow long and steady, okay?
Please blow long.
All right, a little harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Keep going. Perfect. Perfect.
Good?
Yeah, that was a good sample. Okay, so here's the thing, Catherine, I've got some bad news for you, okay? So the test results came back, okay? And they're showing that you have an alcohol concentration of 0.126. Okay? That's a little above the legal limit, alright? That's 0.126 and the legal limit is 0.08, okay? Alright, so we're going to get you out of here. I'm going to let you go to the restroom, and then we'll get the process started. You can make those phone calls as well, okay?
Stay safe out there, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real-life police stories. You never know when the next twist will come. She's placed under arrest for driving while intoxicated.